I'm Dr. James Gooch, and I'm the Head of Business Development for the Biosensing team at TTP. By background, I'm a biochemist, and I did a PhD and some postdocs looking at the development of biosensor systems for various health, forensics, national security applications. So at TTP, it's my job to understand the technical and commercial needs of our clients, whether that's from continuous glucose monitoring to smart orthopedic implants, and then working with the consultants at TTP to develop a program of work that provides our clients with significant value. I think, getting any sensor embedded medical device to market is a real significant challenge. You're not just dealing with the development of the hardware and the software, but you're also considering your clinical roadmap as well as regulatory approval. And that can be really, really hard and take a very, very long time. For smaller companies, you're often time limited. You've got a funding runway. And so being able to complete all of those activities to meet your timelines is very, very demanding. At the same time, for larger companies, they have significant internal resources. But when they're launching a kind of new or novel product, that can often kind of split the focus of their internal teams. So they're often kind of bottlenecks in terms of the bandwidth that they're actually able to work with. And this is where I think someone like TTP becomes really, really valuable. So we're a kind of safe pair of engineering hands that people can use to accelerate their time to market, all while maintaining the kind of higher standard of quality that you'd expect from regulated medical device development. So, TTP works really closely with clients throughout a program of work. The best way that we work is that we like to feel like we're an extension of your own team. And so we work really hard to help understand our clients' both technical and commercial challenges, and then identify the kind of greatest risks to their development early on so that we can develop a program that will help address and overcome some of those issues as quickly as possible. Over the last few years, we've seen kind of an explosive growth in certain markets around biosensing, particularly in continuous glucose monitoring, where more of these devices are being rolled out to new user populations. So, for example, in the US, we've had changes to reimbursement, which means that people living with type 2 diabetes are now able to access these devices because of how effective they are in allowing people to manage their health. So I think we're really successful in helping accelerate time to market through a combination of both the kind of deep technical expertise that we have and the kind of agile approach that we take to medical device development. So for the deep expertise, we employ people who have been in the medical device industry for many, many years and have taken a whole range of devices to market. And so they're, well aware of the common challenges and often kind of the errors that companies make at these critical early development stages. And crucially, how to avoid them. So it makes that process a lot smoother. And in terms of our agile approach, we often implement in silico modeling to help first refine sensor designs ahead of physical production. We perform our own rapid prototyping in-house so that we can turn around iterations of designs very, very quickly. And we also build and implement our own automated testing capability so that we're capturing that critical in vitro data very early on.